Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to YouTube Live Sports. We're bringing to you all the live action from Campbelltown Bowling Club. The Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region Men's Open Final. We've got Shane Davis representing Wisemans Ferry and Bradley Williams representing Penrith. They've outlasted everybody else, and we've got the wonderful final for you ready. And our marker is the President, Dr. Mr. Stephen. And we'll bring you all the action with the gentlemen just getting through their trial ends. And it's fantastic to welcome you here for the men's final. We actually do have all of the finals here. We have the Open Men and Women's final. We have the Seniors Women's and Men's final, and the Reserve final as well. This is just the trial ends. I'm just going to try and make sure we just sort out our cameras with various different options. And the good news is we have on BowlsLink, the markers are using the live scoring app, which is fabulous. So check out BowlsLink, everyone, as the gentlemen get through their final trial end. Plenty of spectators here at Campbelltown Bowling Club. Had a terrific sausage sandwich and ready for action. Wonderful job from the Nepean Highlanders Bowling Committee. They've done a terrific job. We have a final of 25 up, and we will be joined in guest commentary, with a bit of luck, from our wonderful co-commentator, Jordan Mullaney, who was beaten in the semi-final. $25-20 by Bradley Williams. So he's just gone off to watch his wife's soccer game, and I'm sure that he'll be here soon. Well, game on, everybody. Good luck to all those involved. We hope you have a wonderful match, and viewers, I hope you enjoy the coverage. So just so you know, Shane Davis from Wisemans Ferry, obviously either won the toss and kept the mat, but he's bowling with the Greenmaster Premier Stamp Date 17, while Brad Williams is using the XG, the duo, the green and gold. You can see on the green we do have 5 rings being used. Currently, one shot to Brad. Both bowlers got one to deliver. Lovely start. Draws the applause of the crowd. Currently 2 to Brad. Shane Davis got through his semi-final with a 25-16 win, and we'll check out the results on BowlsLink. Positive weight. Gentleman played on this green earlier today, but not on rink 8. Free kick here for Bradley Williams, and I'm pretty sure he won't let it go unnoticed. That is a wonderful start, and a very good start for Brad Williams. What a way to start his campaign. First end, picked up a 3. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, my role here is to try and add a bit of colour to the broadcast. And it's my second day on the job with YouTube Live Sports. So I think I've done pretty well in the adaptation, managing all things. And it's a lot easier doing this than probably playing a game of singles. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you are. And just a reminder, YouTube Live Sports, you better be live in it. Tell all your friends. And very much looking forward to many more days in the saddle, bringing to you all of the wonderful action of this wonderful sport called lawn bowls. Change the score to a 3. There we go. We're up and running. Brad's done very well at finding his range. Still an effective bowl where that finished. Both hands sort of are impacting the draw on Shane. Let's have a look at the back view there. Nice loop. And good speed. But Bradley from Penrith. Good touch early after lunch. A lot of viewers at home sometimes find a lunch break can be a blessing or a hindrance. And well done once again to our Nepean Highlanders, who have come out in shining numbers. Wonderful job, the committee. Thank you for marking. Bowl is on the way. 3rd of 4. Interesting to see him play his backhand. Obviously deciding not to come around that front one on the left. Doc, Stephen, our president, has had a quick look at the head and has suggested that Bradley is holding one. Nice relaxed technique, smooth delivery. Interesting that he's gone the mirrored sunglasses. Can't really tell what's going on with his expressions. Good home. Covering the back in case his opponent, Shane, goes a little bit more direct. Not a respot, end to end. If the jack goes out of bounds, it will be a dead end. And it looks like a One shot to Brad. All right. Good start from Shane. First bowl, very important. Once again, viewers, just negotiating the glare at the moment when I'm trying to look at my cameras and operate the cameras. Applause of the club, and you can see that shot there. So second of Shane bowl on the back end, both right-handers this afternoon. Beautiful conditions. The wind has picked up a little bit, but still probably in the 17, 18s. Green speed probably around 14. Probably maybe a closer to, yeah, I wouldn't say any quicker than that. Beautiful conditions for singles play. Bradley Davis, third bowl on its way and coming to the head. Great loop, great shape, good finish. Willing it to just hit another roll, but he's currently holding one. Shane following his delivery down. The positive line, looking for the Jackal bowl. Wow, what a shot. Cracker. There we go. My new little friend, Mr. Chalky. Great work. Followed by a cruisy shot. We'll have to change the camera to try and get the bowl in the ditch. There it is. The jack is just to the left of it. There's the jack. So he has got second shot with Shane, plenty of room to draw. He's got 2 metres, but this is the final. He's shown great temperament, obviously to qualify for the final. The bowler's on its way. When you zoom in, you don't sort of get able to see the shot as it's coming in. We are zoomed away. Well done. And that is 2 shots to Shane. And he's on the board. And they're both broken their account. We've got a 4-2 on 25 up. If you check Bowls Link, there are live updates on a couple of our other rinks. So have a look at Bowls Link, and you will be able to update yourself with all things live scoring. mat is probably about a metre off the tee. So Shane has gone for pretty much close to a maximum length. Bradley, very efficient on the mat. On the forehand. It's finals day here at the Nepean Highlanders Bowls region. And you are watching the Open Men's Final between Bradley Davis from Penrith and Shane Davis from Wisemans. Better correction from Brad. Better weight. Now Shane obviously will be looking for a correction of a couple of feet and obviously to give it a little bit more hang time. Bowl's on its way and he's in a better area, better loop. He's using the Greenmaster Stamp Date Premier, Stamp Date 17. And as the normal feedback happens, you go a bit wider, you've got to give it a little bit more. And he's obviously taken a bit off because he needed to make that correction on his weight, but he's overcorrected. He's got his line a little bit more on target. Oh, good miss. He had to reach those bowls, though, of Shane. He does get a trail on it. He'll minimise the count depending on where it goes. Better everything here from Shane. Needs to run. Trying to look at the marker. Now, President, Doc. 25 up, no time limit on this game. The Penrith Patriots, score of 4-2 to Bradley Davis. He's using the XGs. And the bowl is on its way in a good area. A little touch on this jack could bring in the third one. It's got to run. Those free kicks, really important that you do take the opportunity to nail the jack. Or at least get within that 2 or 3 feet where both these players of this quality in a final, those ones that you miss, those near misses, are really important. We've got the measure. And we have a look at, and it was just a single. Now the mat is way up, so I'll have to adjust my camera. And remember, viewers, that we are live scoring on a couple of our rinks, so have a look. But Heidi's done a wonderful job in bringing me all the action from the 5 matches. And we do have a bit of a story around the Presidents. Or Presidents, I should say, reserve grade. President was it used to be called. two close mates playing against each other and only been playing bowls for a little bit over a year. But let's have a look. So, all right, we've made the correction on the scoreboard. We had Bradley Davis. My apologies. I thought we had typed in Bradley Williams, but we now got that correct. Thank you to one of the viewers here at the ground at the Bowls Club. Well done. I don't know if we managed to get that replay. We did miss it, but as I mentioned, we're doing our best with our learning plates on. All coming in. All right, score updates. Lots going on. So the battle of the mates, Mitch Jury against Glenn Evans, doing their very best. They're both from Campbelltown in their first year of pretty much playing bowls, and it's a 2-1 to Mitch at the moment. In the senior men, we've got Steve Sprod from Bargo playing William McNeely, and that is a 3-1 score at the moment to Steve. In the open women, Karen Coleman from Springwood is against Diane Laguerre, and that is a 2-1 score at the moment for Diane from Glenbrook. And in the senior women, we've got Elizabeth Miller, she's on 2, and Christine Norcatis is she's on 1. So they are the current state of play. Remember, some of those scores that we've got are been live scoring. But once again, what a Barry Crocker. Put your L plates on, Matt. And we've got rid of the Davis. But we've got Williams there, so thank you for that. I actually haven't checked the live chat at the moment yet on YouTube. So viewers, if you did try and make that correction for me, thanks for giving us a hand. So we're all doing our very best to make sure that we are bringing to you the best coverage as possible, because we do have some terrific lawn bowlers on display. And terrific, both opening bowls by Shane and Bradley, with Shane still holding shot. Too many moving parts. And my final game of the coverage today is, of course, the men's opens. My lovely bowl. Probably action all happening too quick before I can get the round of applause on, but Bradley, forehand. Mark Doc, president of the Nepean Highlanders in this region. Good positional bowl. Down 1. Shane, staying on the forehand. See the open women adjacent on rink number 9. We have 5 rinks being used, and it's fabulous. Bradley Williams up 5. Shane Davis getting a single on the previous end. He scored 5-3. on the backhand. Looking for some positive contact. Great effort. Bowl finish in a good home. Gives him a really good final shot. Shane Davis. Can he tuck it round a little bit? Doesn't want to move it too far, but it might have a better... And he has. That is a cracking shot. And you guessed it. Where's Mr. Chalky? He's on his way. Toucha. All right, Bradley Williams representing Penrith with the XGs. Only option is the backhand. He is maybe two down. That ball a couple of feet in front. From the naked eye, it does look like he is two down, but I'll leave that to the marker and the players to sort that out. The ball's on its way. Good loop. Little slippery. Wonder what the score was. And it was a 2. All square. Five apiece. And we're looking at another, not a maximum length, but a bit over a 3/4. 4/5, I would suggest. Another change in the length of mat. I should say mat placement. Just adjust that for you. Bradley. Have a look at the Greenmaster, stamp date 17. That's the bowl I use, but I use a stamp date 16. Slightly narrower bowl than the XG. Lovely line here from Bradley Williams, not Mr. Davis. Give yourself a couple of uppercuts, Matt. Reach in and flopped it. Well done. Currently holding shot. That's where the problem was. It's Shane Davis's surname, and we put Bradley Davis instead of Bradley Williams. Oops. Last bowl of Shane has got the shot. Well done, Doug. Look our wonderful markers. And Bradley. Lovely loop, lovely direction. A bit runny. 9 out of 10 for execution. This is the top open men grand final. The Nepean Highlanders region singles. Currently one down. We do have wonderful live updates. Reserves, Glenn is 3-2 over Mitch in the Campbelltown battle. In the senior men, Stevens gone to a 4-2 lead over William. In the open women, it is 4-all between Karen and Diane. And in the senior women, Elizabeth 6, Christine 1. You can look at those results on BowlsLink, but it is a 1. It's a shame. We have a new leader. Maybe I could call him Shane Williams and Brad Davis. Just change their surnames. Yeah, we'll put their first names up. Then that sort of presents that problem. Bradley, first bowl of this end. Good loop, good weight, shot. Good start. Thanks, 6-7. And Troy, yes, no, players aren't related. That was just my fat fingers. I'll try and let you know where the Patriots name comes. 8-9 from Penrith. And hello, 8-9 from Bali, Indonesia. And, of course, welcome to Kevin Hunt from Mount Annan. And we've got Vince Calabrese from Lebbington watching. But yes, appreciate everyone got my back, particularly my my rookie, my debut of streaming. And these guys have definitely stepped up the speed, so I need to be on my A game today. Doesn't help when the sun glares straight in your face. No sunglasses on. Not making excuses. Everything's been thrown at me, all except the wind and the rain. Oh, shame. And the call from the crowd, good weight. Definitely down 2. With Bradley's 4th bowl to come. At least the score's right on the scoreboard. Coming on the forehand. Bradley needs to finish. And well done. Good that trail. Have brought in that back bowl. And it has. A full count. Very good effort. And the Dancing Frog loves at work too. A telling blow from Bradley Williams. The boundary. I will actually try and get an umpire signal in a boundary, I think. I think that'll be good. Once again, the mat is right up. And I'll try and make sure my camera that's positioned halfway along the green is able to pick that up. Positive bowl there from Shane. You can see the mat's on the end of the line. Lovely follow-up, great grouping. Well done, Bradley Williams. Backing up his 4. With bang, bang, 2. Direct line from Shane. Looking for bowl or jack. And well done by having his first bowl a few feet through. Bradley's asked the question. He does suggest that Bradley is 1 down, but he suggests it is a measure. Great to see a number of spectators here today. Shane playing his 3rd bowl on the forehand from our marker Doc. Apparently holding 1, but it is a measure. Bradley Williams, 9-6 up, final bowl, away from the clubhouse. He was fairly positive when he let it go. He was looking to perhaps to take Shane's bowl out. Obviously had the weight, but just not the direction. I'm just getting ready for our guest commentator coming in. It will be Jordan Mullaney, which we're rapt to have because he was here yesterday. Sad for him, though, that he's not playing. He's knocked out by Brad Williams a bit earlier in the semi-final. And I believe Shane may have done enough to get second shot. They got the tape out. We'll soon see. And it is just a single. Bradley Williams, 9. Shane Davis, 7. All right, I'm just going to mute the, hopefully the microphone. Well, there you go, viewers. Jordan Mullaney, good afternoon.
Yeah, nice to be back.
I know you've just been watching your wife or your partner's soccer game, and she got beat as well. But mate, your game was a very good game.
Yeah.
But obviously you're sitting here, but I'm glad for the viewers that you're talking to me, but not so much for you.
Yeah.
Tell me, I've just got some live scores at the moment, and we'll talk about where you've been and how you've been. But currently, there's a great story about these Campbelltown guys. They're best mates, pretty much, close mates. They've only been playing for a year. But we've got Glenn over Mitch at the moment, 6-4. In the senior singles, we've got a 4-all at the moment with Stephen and William. In the open women's, we've got a 6-4 to Karen over Diane. And in the senior women's, Elizabeth's got it a bit more her own way, 9-1 to Christine. But remember, we have got a number of our markers, 3 out of the 5 actually, doing live scoring. How good's that, eh?
Yeah, they're really good. Definitely helps you.
Oh, well, it helps me, but it also, just to try and, more boom for your buck.
Yeah.
Tell me about your game this morning as he's sending down his bowl. He's got the mirrored sunny, so you can't really see much of what's going on. He's holding one at the moment.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. I started off on fire, got up, I think I was up 19-9 at one point. Ended up getting beat 25-20.
Oh, don't tell me that. So you scored 1.
Scored 1 and he got 16 from there. So
well, the good thing about that, not for you, is that the hardest shot to get is that last one, right?
Yeah.
And you got 1.
I got 1.
And he got about 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, that's...
But how long have you been playing bowls?
Yeah, only 2 years.
There you go. So
still learning, and I'll learn a lot from that as well.
So, on reflection, I mean, you'll probably have more reflection by this time next week.
Yeah.
Obviously, an attacking bowl here from Shane, trying to look for some positive weight. And when you don't have bowls behind, that's generally he has to take that into account on the percentage shot that he wants to play.
Yep.
And that's the nature of the experience. So, for you, you didn't get a chance to get the mat back. What did he do? Besides obviously getting the bowl closer than you, did he change up? Did you see anything? Did he change the mat? Did he change the length? Did he change the tempo?
Yeah.
What did he do to unsettle you, or he just stepped it up a couple of gears?
He definitely stepped it up. But yeah, a couple of things. He changed the length. So early on, he changed the length a couple of times and kind of wasn't working.
Yep.
And then he went. I was going short, and he went out the tee to tee, and won a few ends and just got a bit of momentum that way.
You know what? You can have all these strategies, but if you change it up too much, you're going to wreck yourself.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it's whoever adapts quicker.
Yep. Yeah.
In what's going on, but I love the mirrored shades. I think that's perfect. Shane, we actually had both of them, Davis. They thought they were brothers, but we had Bradley Davis and Shane Davis on the rink. But we now got Bradley back, which was a little bit average, but we got that sorted. But did you have any ends where you went to sleep a bit, or was it just that you were getting outplayed?
I was just getting outplayed. He stepped it up a level, and I probably went down a little bit after the start I had, and that was the difference. I was definitely trying to find something, but just couldn't quite get it back.
So it just beached the jack. Obviously, Shane may change things up now. We've just got to change the score to get to those 2 shots. Did you have any moments where you noticed your nerves and that sort of stuff, or you sort of was able to settle those fairly quickly?
No, I felt pretty good, to be honest. Even when I lost the lead, I still felt like I was a good chance of winning.
Yes.
And which I'm happy about. That's why, at the end of the day, I lost, but I'm still happy with how I went about it. You know what I mean? I don't think I let myself down mentally.
No, 100%.
And that's the most important thing to me.
A lot of selectors around the place just quietly too.
Yeah.
Coming up to an inner region because you're only new. You're a new kid on the block.
Yeah.
You've only been playing 2 years, so very raw and real. But mate, you just keep that temperament and that character, and you're going to go a long way. But how good's this? 1 green, Campbelltown Bowling Club, and we've got the 5 finals of this region.
Yeah, another cracking day for it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I was talking about our marker Juan, who was the state Open Gender 2 pennant champions from Bomaderry.
Yep.
But the story about that Campbelltown team is they'd come from the fives, got to the state finals in the fives, then got to the state final in the fours, then got the state final in the threes.
Yeah, okay.
Runners up in the threes and the fours, and then win the twos.
Yeah, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that. But
I didn't know the nucleus of the players.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm looking at the names there, and none of those are in my head. I mean, I know a lot of people in different regions. They're just a championship bunch of team of blokes, rather than having some championship individuals. I mean, I'm sure they're good in their own right.
Yeah,
but,
they just work well together.
That culture.
Yeah.
So you can understand why this club's doing wonderful things because, I mean, one had been to 4 state championships in 4 years.
Yeah.
And made 3 of those were finals.
Yeah.
So, whatever they're doing,
it's working.
look out Austral, look out Bargo, look out the rest of them.
Yeah.
Alrighty. State of play here. Pressure. Bradley Williams. A similar sort of picture at this state ahead. 2 on, 1 behind.
Looks like he might be holding a couple from here. Definitely 1 close for the second, but I'd favour him for 2.
So, you're thinking if you were Brad, you obviously try and grip another one?
Yeah, trying to draw a little toucher here. A little toucher around the corner. He can maybe bring the back one in as well. Make it a little bit harder for Shane.
Look, sometimes you can be holding 2, but if you trail, you might make it a better 1.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, that breeze is starting to come up. You might be able to hear it in the microphones, but that has just come up just then. Oh, I think that ball may have flopped in.
Yep, it's 2 and a measure for a third now, I think.
Yep.
Probably just the 2, I'd say.
Now, I'm having to change a lot of cameras, particularly with the throw length of Jack and the mat. They are changing it up all over the place at the moment. There's no consistency in what's been presented at the moment. So, tactics galore at the moment, Geordie.
Yeah, so they've been changing it up, have they?
Yes. I've noticed it because I've been impressed numerous cameras.
Yeah. Well, he's
All right,
taking the mat back again now.
Was that a 2?
2, yeah.
The camp chair that I'm sitting in sits me a little bit lower, and you're on the bench on the rink here on the bank. Are you superstitious by any way? He's on 13.
No, not really.
There are some countries that are, mate. They don't have a 13th floor in some of their buildings.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll just call that camera back a little bit.
This is giving me nightmares, though, watching Brad go back to T to T.
So you got a bit of advice for Shane.
Yeah.
Get your first bowl close.
Yes.
Look, a lot of the stronger players will go the 2 extremes.
Yeah.
T to T.
Yep.
And minimum distance. I actually like to go minimum distance when it's really fast, and maximum distance when it's really heavy.
Yeah.
And then throw a couple in between if I want to upset the rhythm of my opponent. The other thing you can do, and I'm not too sure if you did that, if you weren't finding your line, you just change your hand.
Yeah.
And just try and maybe if you don't find your line, you're getting rid of your opponent. So there's lots of things you can do as a player, particularly if you're quality, against some very good opposition. That subtle changes that you can bring in. Better correction here.
Yeah, it's a good bowl, that one.
Very good
That's
weight.
You got a good correction off the first. That's what you got to do.
How's the glare?
Yeah, it is hard to see on the screen.
I'm not lying, viewers. I didn't pay Jordan to say that. Well, I was actually up the other end of the clubhouse when I was streaming yesterday, so it's a bit of a work in progress, but always willing to do the best I can. Now, all right, we've got some more updates, and they're doing a terrific job. And remember, you can look on BowlsLink, and we do have 3 of our 5 matches are on live scoring. But in the Battle of Campbelltown, we have mates Mitch and Glenn taking it on in the reserves. Glenn has got his biggest gap to date. He is 8-4 ahead. In the men's seniors, it is Bargo Steve Sprod against Will McNeely from Penrith. He's up 6-4. Good on you, Steve. Doing his best. And we are 7-all in the ladies in the open women's between Karen and Diane. And Elizabeth has stretched her lead over Christine in the senior women's to be 11-1. Thank you very much. As we feel like I'm reading a telethon or looking at the broadcasting. But so that's one thing I've done. Now, what's happened? Geordie, what?
Brad's got one, but it looks like Shane has 3 seconds, so Brad really has to try and draw a second shot here.
So, in other words, he needs another bowl in there.
Yeah, he needs another one in there.
So, I'm not, as I mentioned to you before, you haven't played a lot here, but our greenkeeper is Brad Cameron, done a great job. But these greens look like 40 metres from tee to tee. You know how sometimes you can turn up and there's a metre difference and you can have a look at things, but they do look like a standard issue green.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
There's he on here.
As he missed his short one.
Yeah, so the door's open here. If he can, don't know if he's got a. Yeah, it looks like he's got a bit of a path there at that.
He's going to have
shot
to play
bowl.
with.
I'd play a bit of weight at that shot bowl for sure now.
So he's going to lose his bowl. And the question from Shane, and I'm not too sure if the microphones are picking up. Our cameras don't have microphones, but as you can hear, Geordie, our microphones are extremely sensitive. You can hear you even scratching your head with these microphones, which is good quality from YouTube Live Sports. Thank you to Boyd Dumbrell, who put together this wonderful skybox. I literally got this skybox about 2 weeks ago. And it's a streaming system that I can bring with my 3 cameras and my tables and all my OH&S safety markers, and we put it all together, and this is what we're presenting. So it's only going to be on the way up. He's taking his time.
Yeah, I haven't really seen Shane play too much, so not sure if he's played a bit of weight.
I've got the L plates up there just deliberately just to make sure people know that I'm...
Looks like it's pretty close. Ooh. Yeah, looks like he's made shot.
He has made shot, and you need the rub of the green to go that way, but he was in the area.
Oh, for sure. The right shot.
You know what? We won't celebrate with the dancing because, you know, he was in the area, but we don't do cartwheels when you get a little bit of fortune. And that should make the score 11-8. Sorry, 13-8. I don't know where I didn't. It is 13-8. There it is. Once again, I'm looking at a monitor with 55-year-old eyes. And this is the scary thing. You know, I've just got a set of glasses, and I think next time I stream, I may have to bring out the glasses. Not that I'm saying I'm struggling to see, but right now, particularly when I get a guest commentator in, I'm trying not to be rude by listening to what you're saying, and then I forget to do something. And I could talk to you all day, Geordie. You're very, very comfortable to be around, and I thank you for giving up your afternoon. I know you were coming to watch anyway. You were supposed to be playing. But you're getting second best prize.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, look, to be honest, I know of Brad Williams, but I don't know much of Shane. In what he's done. But so viewers, if you're out there and you're from Wisemans Park, and I'm sure they've got both this stream happening in both the clubs. Well, I hope you do, to support your local members. Let us know.
Cracker there.
You know, are they ex-defending champions of regions and been playing bowls a certain time? Let us know, because there wasn't much information on Wikipedia or Dr. Google anywhere on these two.
Yeah.
Which is probably the way you like things. Bradley.
I was keeping a little bit of an eye on their game, on Shane's game this morning, and it looked like he was just all over it. He was just,
And I don't know if you've been to many tournaments, but do you have sometimes the lunchtime Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? All of a sudden you're on fire, and then in the afternoon you've just got nothing.
No, it definitely can happen.
Particularly if you have a big chicken schnitzel with gravy and chips and you just can't move and you feel like it's Christmas Day.
As I found out, it can happen mid-game too.
Oh, Jordan, I love it. We are too, but he's got the goalposts up for me, and he has got a back bowl, but if he does try and go a little bit heavy, he's just looking at 2 yards of weight. No, a yard of weight.
He's played it pretty well, I think.
Bowl or jack?
Oh, a bit unlucky.
That's the dream line. The dream line does take a little bit more grass, but its approach to the head is different to a Greenmaster Premier 17. I know the Greenmaster Premier bowl very well. I've had one in my possession for 19 years, and I haven't changed my bowls.
Yep.
And I suggest that to a lot of new viewers and new bowlers.
Great bowl, that one.
That one set's enough. However, If you find yourself, Geordie, playing back end, your dynamics may, depending on the speed of the green, if you're on a heavy green, you might find a bit of traffic to try and get through.
For sure,
I mean, a lot of people try and get the Hensel Lake Tigers, which are really almost like the classic twos, which is old school sort of bowl.
Yep.
But if you're playing at Broadbeach and you're running on 17, 18 second
Yeah,
green,
the dynamics are probably fine.
100%. Okay, going big. I better change it over.
Ooh.
Great effort. Didn't miss by much. Let's have a look at the replay of that and just see how he lined up. He was on the green. He went to the side of the mat. Big backswing. Big follow through. Whooshka.
Oh, through the gap.
So a really good effort. And to me, was that a three count?
Yep.
Did you see that? I was able to push a button, get the replay, get the talk. Change the camera is the first thing I need to do, Geordie, and then I put the score up. Because a couple of the viewers have been complaining they've been seeing the backsides of some of the players. I know we don't want to have that too often. So we've got a 13-11. Just what a grand final's all about.
Yeah, definitely. He's shortened it up a little bit.
Yes, he has. Now, I'm not too sure how long both these gentlemen have been playing bowls. But Shane Davis representing Wisemans Park on 11, and Bradley Williams representing Nepean, the Patriots. Do you know anything about the Patriots? Why are they called the Patriots?
No.
Okay,
no,
viewers asked.
don't know.
I didn't think. So, all right, let's have a little look at the updates. We have got in the reserves, Mitch Jury and Glenn Davies, the Battle of Campbelltown, 9-5 to Glenn. In the senior men from Bargo, Steve is 9, William from Penrith is 4. In the open women, we have Karen representing Springwood on 7. And Diane has snuck away a little bit on 11. And in the senior women's, there's a bit of a fight back by Christine with Elizabeth 11-5. So it's all happening. Come on down if you can in the local area. If not, sit back, relax. Your favourite beverage. Maybe you're sitting by a fire, or you're hugging your favourite pet, or you're doing some grooming. I'm not sure. Maybe doing some homework for your working week ahead, like most of us. But away we go. Yeah, well done. He was down 2. He has drawn the shot. Still plenty of room for a person of Bradley's quality to get into the head. Maybe perhaps looking at that jack high. Not surprised to see him actually playing his backhand, because if he's slightly heavy, he can plant it like he's just done, but he's got the outside edge
unlucky,
instead of the inside edge.
But he's still probably got a chance on his last bowl, depending on what Shane does here.
Yep. Good loop, good area, good finish.
Just a tad quick. Probably still got 3 seconds.
Probably a good miss.
Yeah.
So, viewers, if you can have a look on the screen there. So, Geordie, talk us through it. So, look, I know that Brad, if he plays the forehand, he could trail, but there's no point really in doing that now because of where Shane has finished. So, my guess would be that he will play his backhand, and he'll just try and either sit that bowl or trail. If he's slightly narrow, he could plant his front bowl. Not that that's the option, but looking at the higher percentage, backhand, sit bowl, trail.
For sure.
Okay. So when you're playing, viewers, and you may come up to the head, you've got to have those decisions.
Yeah.
And you've got to make those decisions within about 30 seconds. I mean, there's no shot clock here.
Yeah.
But that's what comes with experience. Now, if you're playing in a final, your brain can go to water.
Yeah.
As no doubt you found out that you just had a couple of moments of lapses.
Yeah. Doesn't take much.
Doesn't take much, just to miss your line. And that speed, he was trying to rip it out rather than just glance it.
Yeah.
Definitely a 1 to Shane.
It's tightening up a bit.
If you have a look on BowlsLink, you'll be able to see we don't count ends in singles, but but you can actually get a gist of how the match is unfolding. So, for example, Shane has been able to get it back with singles, where Bradley had a 4.
Yep.
So the dominance is probably in Shane's favour at the moment, as far as
probably getting more balls in the head,
more consistent, and that's important. Now, what have we got? Have we got a nature break going on at the moment? I think. Where have the players disappeared to?
It's like both of them are gone.
Well, they've gone. So let's bring that up, and I'll see what they're doing. And but let's have a quick look at that drive again with the power, because look, it seems like that Brad has a bigger power game than Shane. Shane has really not launched on anything yet, not that he's had to. Yeah, not going to show us, but let's. These players won't be too far away. Well, viewers, a chance for you to go and have a little bit of respite. Now we are looking at a 13-12 scoreline. All right, viewers.
It's kind of like a half time, wasn't it? Looking at the score.
We just had a smoko break. I've never seen it before. Both players needing to maybe get a little bit of nicotine, just to. I mean, for me, I'd go a coffee. I mean, I'm not a smoker or a vapor. But there's
it's worked for Shane by the looks of it.
Yes. We'll just adjust that camera. There we go. And there's the Nepean Highlanders region. Great region. There are 16 regions in the state.
Yep.
But you obviously only played for 2 years, so Austral has been your only club.
Yep. Yep.
Did you play any carpet bowls or anything, or did you watch bowls on television?
No, not really. I didn't really know much about the game at all, to be honest. I'd had a few social bowls and stuff like that here and there, but
so you've gone from a fresh-faced golf pro to semi-finalists of one of the 16 regions in the state.
Yeah.
So, yes, disappointed, but wow.
Yeah, I'm still happy with the result, that's for sure.
I met your mum and dad, and they were very proud as, and your mum had a go at me that I didn't even mention her, and she was in the quarterfinal. When I thought she was going to compliment me when I said, "Oh, introduce me to your sister," you know, and like, Mum, my goodness, how young was she had you? No television where they were from, eh? Well, here we go. We're looking at Shane Davis taking on Bradley Williams, 13-12, 25 up. Arm wrestle as we expected. Great bowl. Well done. And you haven't met Mr. Chalky, but guess what? There we go. The old touch-up. And then we bring up the funkiness and, all things happy. But let's get back to seeing the main man on the mat. Yeah, I've been busy. We had a longer lunch than expected. I couldn't find an animated dancing chalk. He's asking it to drop.
What a bowl.
Now that is a cracking bowl. Look at that. Thank you very much. Cop that, Shane Davis. Bowl on the forehand.
Tell you what, he's pretty close. Not quite getting back.
I know the Green Master Premier, and his line was perfect.
Yeah. It was the right weight too. I like the shot choice.
Just the execution, 9 out of 10 again. To find your line. So, free kick here for Brad.
Free kick, but he's got to be a little bit careful. Don't want to be touching the jack here.
So you clearly don't play your forehand with an open jack.
No.
You want to be maybe
Depending,
coming...
he might really like the forehand. He might stay there and just be a bit careful on it.
Absolutely. You picked it.
Yeah.
If I hadn't been playing my backhand, yes, would have stayed on the forehand as well.
Yeah, and he's short.
Oh, if I had a chicken,
Yeah.
I would bring it up. But guess what? I'm not playing a final of the Open Singles, so I reckon he's a bit better judge than me.
Yeah.
Let me just change my cameras just so I don't get caught out as they kick the bowls back. And we won't see the gentleman bending over. Oh, Battle of Campbelltown. Glenn versus Mitch. We got Glenn up 12-7 in the reserves. In the senior men, oh, Bargo 13-5. Ali McDonald will be pretty happy about that at the moment. But Penrith's Will McNally doing his best, down 13-5. In the senior women, we have a fight back again. Elizabeth and Christine, it's 11-6 to Elizabeth. And Diane over Karen, 11-9. So the matches are all fairly close. But do you expect once you have a knockout? But tell me, Joy, did you guys play sectional initially?
Yes.
And then a knockout?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We played, there was sections of 3. So you'd mark 1 game, play 2 games.
And what happened for you that? Did you mark first and then have the next 2, or?
No, I played the first game, mark the second game.
Because the winner then marks?
Yep.
Did you find that an advantage or a disadvantage? Obviously, depending on your opponents. But I've always heard that it's better off to mark first,
yep.
Watch, see what your opponents are doing, because then you get a great read.
Yep.
And then you go bang, bang.
Yeah, I probably agree with that. Marking the first game is probably what I would choose if you had a choice.
You don't get a choice.
No.
You know what should really happen? You should turn up, and it won't happen on Bowls Link, and you flip a coin.
Yeah.
Or you have closest to Jack. Do you know what I mean? Or you get on the green and say, right,
yeah,
I want to mark. I want to, you know. But anyway, I'm just an ideas man.
I think at the end of the day, you've pretty much got to win both your games.
Of course
anyway.
you do.
Like, you can get lucky and win one and go through a margin, but
of course you do.
Most of the time, got to win both games anyway.
Tell me, it seems like in this region, lots of grass greens, no synthetics and carpets. Have you played on many?
Yeah, I don't think there's many in this region at all.
Any venues undercover?
No, not that I know of.
It's the same as our Metro Northeast. I'd love one.
Yeah.
The lighting here was terrific. It was so good. With Bradley sending his 3rd bowl down. He's on the forehand.
Yep, he's drawn the shot.
Well done. Now, the speed at which these players are playing, they are probably playing the fastest I've had out of the 4 games I've streamed. Yep. So, yeah, the finger's got to be a lot quicker with what I'm doing. But the commentary still flows. So, Shane Davis sending the bowl on its way. And I do have to change that scoreboard to...
Oh, what a bowl.
Wow. Let's have a look at that on the replay. Sent it. Single bowl target for the Jack.
And called it halfway down too.
He did call it. Found the gap. Crunch. Ate it. And well done. Time to change the cameras to see if I can get the bowl. There it is. And I've got to change my score.
And it hasn't left Brad a whole lot of room to cut it down either.
So I know the reason I didn't change the scoreboard, because I was handed the results of the other rinks, and so I got distracted by pressing the scoreboard. But it is a 14-12 to Bradley. But I did catch myself. There's the score there. So Bradley with 1 to play. Now I'm trying to think of where. He's 2 down. That bowl of Shane.
Oh,
what an effort.
A bowl.
That is a cracking bowl.
That looks like it's the shot, I think.
Hold on. Doug is having a look. You can't see it on the cameras.
Yep.
He has drawn the shot. Wow. Terrific. Cop that.
Has he got a bit of a sider to have a run at the bowl, or is there too many short bowls in the way?
Sure, I think there could be. Bowl's on its way.
Yeah, he's played some weight.
I can't adjust the cameras to see right down the screen there because my cameras are too close. And he wasn't able to remove that bowl.
Yeah, big bowl from Brad there.
Yeah, in the scheme of things. Doing the right thing, making sure he comes down to check. He has a look.
Yep.
And that's the way things should be. You trust the person that you're playing with, but I know stranger things have happened in some games. So,
Yeah.
you know, you come down and it is a 1. All right, change the score, Matt. Here we are.
Straight back to the T to T.
Yes. Now we have Jordan Mullaney here, who is a semi-finalist in the open singles. He had a pretty good campaign in the reserve pairs. Did a great job. And we're trying to just bring up where it is, and there we go. T to T. Young Shane Davis down 15-12, first to 25. I haven't really noticed, Jordan, if anyone's favouring the backhand or the forehand or one of the sides of the green. This is where you try and bring up a little toucher. Well done. Good job.
Looks like Brad's favouring the ditch side going this way. I'm not sure about the other way, but...
Notice that he's playing his forehand.
Yeah.
Lovely dream line on the XG, which have been superseded from the Dreamline. They're called the Dreamline XG. The original bowl was called a Dreamline. And they've obviously just changed the way things present. 1 shot to Brad. Very consistent game, as you'd expect for the Nepean Highlanders men's state singles for this region.
So you got the jack again here?
He's close.
Oh, what a bowl. He would have loved the jack to go in the ditch there, but it's just stayed up on the edge.
Unbelievable. I'm having a look here on the replay as it comes through.
Brad's having a little run at the jack, I think. No, he doesn't like it.
No. This is where you change your cameras and you get down to where you can see it. You're all right. The bowl is on its way. This is the 3rd bowl for Shane. We'll only see it come into view when it gets towards the ditch. Has he trailed it? Off.
What a bowl.
Oh, my goodness.
What a bowl.
That's a great bowl. That deserves a replay. Let's have a look at this. As it comes into screen, his pace is brilliant. Plants his own, touches the jack, buries it, lands on top of it, and I can tell you, good luck trying to get the shot out of that, Brad Williams. We got to cop that. And we also got another toucher. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're making me bring out all the stops and bells and whistles. Let me tell you, Glenn Evans over Mitch Jury. He's up by 7 shots, 14-7. Steve Sprod, 13-6 in the senior men. We'll just have a look to see where this bowl has ended up. Where is it?
Not quite getting there.
We could see
Looks
a
like a
return in
3.
the favour, but was there still one to come?
Yes.
We could have a boundary. So, wow, momentum shift just in the open women. Diane is 13-9 over Karen. And in the senior women's fight back, Christine, 11-7, Elizabeth. Thank you for the scores. Wow. Did you see this happening?
No.
Momentum. And if Shane Davis, he has literally got 3 feet.
Not quite going to get there, but still a good result.
He stayed high. All
Yep,
right.
3.
So we have it all square. 15 all. This is where you wish the game was pairs, triples, or fours to give me more time to work out what I'm doing. Oh, I've had all day yesterday to work it out. Come on, Matt, lift your game. You're not a rookie anymore, Matt. You've had 2 days of having a go at this. Oh, dear. All right. Jordan Mullaney here joining me, keeping me very entertained. You are, at the moment, watching this extremely close match between the guys. And you are watching... That's not letting me bring it up. Okay. There it is. Clear that. Computer's getting a bit tired.
Good starter there from Shane.
Great start. Particularly after getting a 4, you want to be present in the head with your first one.
Yep.
It's amazing how much pressure that first bowl, if you get it right, takes off.
Oh, definitely. And puts the pressure on the opponent as well.
Do you notice that with yourself? That first bowl is so crucial because then it's like you're rolling up.
Yep.
Because you know you've got the bowl in the head, and then it's about grouping. Then we send down here, Shane, can he use the momentum? The end previously, Brad had to play a belter of a bowl to get the head. So we have mentioned in the coverage, ladies and gents, that the consistent bowler has been Shane. And Bradley is just, you know, he's like in the 3rd round of a boxing match.
Yeah.
And he's swinging. And
he's gone through the gap. It's amazing how that can happen when the momentum's gone.
It's like when you think, did I run over someone when I was driving here today? Ball's on its way. The positioning of both of us is where our cameras are and our screens. We actually almost can't see the green. So as that sun is going to drop, and it's going to get worse, Jordan, because that sun's going to be like driving into a glare. You might have to stand up for a while and do the broadcasting from there. But at the moment, we can see our monitors. I've got a sunshade over the top of us, but yeah, we're doing our best to see what we can bring. Very loose end from Bradley.
Yes. That's that first ball pressure as well.
Yeah, you're hitting a couple of nails on the head here, Jordan. And as a 2-year bowler who's playing in the rookies, you've got the front row seat, mate. We didn't even charge you a price in admission. Come on down, viewers. You want to come down to the Campbelltown Bowling Club?
He's holding 4.
But you know what he's done? He planted that bowl and...
He's giving him a little bit of something to land on, but he's still got that pressure of being 4 down on last bowl.
What's he going to do? Obviously try and get one close, but what's going to happen? He's just going to play with, positive weight.
Confident draw,
and sit those bowls.
Yep.
And
I'm backing him in here.
Yeah,
I could be biased after getting beat by him.
No, you are biased. I'm telling you, I'm calling it. But you did say you noticed Shane, and you noticed that he was playing a consistent game, and he's brought his form from this morning. No lunchtime jitters.
No.
Let's see it on its way. You know what? With 15 all, he might be going for another smoko break because he looks like he's on target, but it just depends on his weight. Is it going to drop? Has he got the jack? Viewers, that's how close it can be between grabbing the jack or dropping 4. Look at how close this is.
It was a great effort.
The pace was brilliant. The weight was brilliant. There's not much wind.
Oh.
You know what? Had he still hit that side of the jack, it was going away from his bowl. So it is 4 shots. Now we just change those cameras. The scheme of the game, that's pretty big there, Jordan.
Definitely.
Wow. Okay.
Looks like he's nailed it with his first bowl again here.
The lovely Greenmaster line. That is a cracking bowl. got the toucher. And you know what? He's got the cop that as well because he's really trying to put the pressure on Brad Williams. He's just scored a 4. He's got the boundary. And once again, Brad Williams, that pressure.
Yep.
His weight was great. But there is a breeze that's blowing towards us that is making probably that hand at the moment a slightly wider hand, but it's not gusty.
Well, he switched his hand there because of that first ball pressure. He got on his line and
he's clearly missed his line by 3 feet. Not surprised to see that next attempt to try and get behind.
Yeah, it just fell in the ditch. He's stuck with the back end.
He's still slightly narrow.
Yeah, looks to be narrow again. Good opportunity for Shane here.
And I can tell you, as soon as Shane gets into those 20s...
Yeah.
Weren't you stuck on 19 for a while, or was it 18?
I think it was 20. I think I was stuck on 20 for a while, yeah.
Well, if you get to 21 and you still can't get there, but look, at least you got off 0 and didn't have to do a nudie run,
Yeah,
right?
that's for sure.
Has it made you hungry for next year, for the singles?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
They do call it the blue ribbon event, right?
Yeah.
For me, pennants. I just love the team game.
Yep.
Better line. He's playing with positive weight. It is dropping down. Bowl or jack.
Oh, what a bowl.
Well done. All right. Let's have a look at that replay coming down. Great bowl.
Good effort from Shane there, but I don't know if he's cut it down or not.
Yep, hard to see it.
Marcus said 2 and a measure.
Okay.
The comeback queen. 11 apiece.
There we go. Well done. We're just trying to look at that last bit before we get the score update. So, we'll read these scores out. But it's a bit hard to see the distance. It could be anything between 1 and 3. Three?
2, I think.
Hold on.
Yep,
We'll soon
2.
see. 2. Okay. Get that screen up. Another shift in the momentum. So, the comeback queen. She was 11-1 down. Elizabeth Miller. Oh, she's stuck on 11 from about the last 5 updates, and Christine is now 11. So legs 11 all round. If they were playing bingo, they'd be calling bingo. But the other matches, Glenn over Mitch, 18-7. I won't say that's all over Red Rover, the Battle of Campbelltown, but it is an 11-shot swing. In the senior open, senior men, Steve from Bargo's 15 over Will McNeely from Penrith on 6. Diane 13 is leading Karen Coleman in the open women on 10. And the battle of the senior women, 11 all. Okay, scoreboard is correct, 19-17. Talk about a highlight reel.
Yeah, there's been some cracking bowls the last few ends.
Absolutely. Now, they're all saved for me, so I'm going to hopefully put together a bit of a compilation of Cop That. And there we go. Once the mats come right up. That mat has come right up. Bit of an interesting strategy there from Bradley. Shane had the mat back.
Yeah.
And Brad's brought it Up to pretty much close too. Plenty of mullets around the place. Love it. Well, look, we've got a lot of characters around here, and you know, making sure we press a mute button. Colourful language, but here we go. Shane Davis with weight that's
Close
a little
to
bit
sitting
runny,
the bowl.
but he's looking for the bowl.
Got it too.
Wow. Showed a bit of animation there. We had the arm up, not with a finger into the sky, but a big bowl in the scheme of things. So it looks like he is holding one at the moment with Bradley with his final bowl. Talk to me, Jordan. You're here to live stream. Help me with the guest commentary. Does he return the favour and try and sit that bowl? Because the speed he has to use his Dreamline,
I'm thinking
he's going to have to go a bit quicker at it because he can't, unless he gets the edge and plant, or he's got his other bowl coming forward.
It's got to be just a forehand draw, I think. Okay. It's, a little bit too much risk on the back end.
Without other ball coming in.
Yeah. Especially with the scoreline how it is. Dropping a one's not the end of the world here.
And
he's still got enough room to draw a shot out there. Line was perfect.
A bit runny, but that execution, 8 out of 10, I reckon. So, you would think from the way this head is set up, Shane's on the backhand, just trying to get to Brad's bowl.
Yep, for sure.
Sits that through far
Something
enough.
Similar to his last.
He could pick up a 3. And I would back his line to be able to roll that bowl maybe once or twice.
Yep. I think Brad's last bowl might be beating the front bowl now, yeah.
Sure.
So I think it's just more of a draw.
And he didn't have the weight there to cause any significant excitement in the commentary team. And there we are.
He's got to that magic 20 number.
He has. As you can see, Geordie, they go from short to long. So clearly Shane is trying to favour the longer length.
Yeah, I like the tactic. I think he's probably slightly outdrawing him at the moment. So I think the longer the end you can make, the harder it is for Brad to play a shot and get himself out of trouble.
Yep. He's trying to take his power game out on the play, which is a smart way to do it. I must say that Brad Williams' first bowl hasn't been brilliant in the last couple of ends.
No, been short a little bit.
But I can then say that the pressure that Shane is putting on with his first bowl has been a little bit more consistent. With the 2017 scoreline, viewers, you are watching the game live, YouTube Live Sports at Campbelltown Bowling Club. Thanks you to Bargo Sports Club. And well done to all the team, particularly Cameron Green, the greenkeeper here. He's done Brad Cameron, the greenkeeper here. And, of course, all of the committee members. A lovely bowl coming in here. And that is a shot to Brad.
Yeah, pretty close.
Well, he's asking
I
the question.
still favour Shane from here.
You've probably got better eyes than me because you are about 23 years younger than me.
Yeah, Shane's got one.
They do make suggestion that when you're measuring, always favour the flat bowl.
Yeah, yeah.
More surface area. All right. I don't believe it. If you're looking on the live stream, well, or on Bowls Link, we have a new leader in the senior women's, Christine. He's up now 15-12. Elizabeth has got off the 11, but what a fantastic effort. Diane in the open women is up 15-10 over Karen. Stephen from Bargo in the senior men's up 15-7. And Glenn has stretched, it's only a 10-shot difference now over Mitch of 18-8. And so what did I miss as I was reading that through?
Brad's gone through the gap, but Shane really needs to get a second shot here. Just another one in the head. Was
Brad playing the forehand to try and sit the bowl?
Yeah, he was just confident draw down there. But yeah, this is an important bowl, this one. So I know what Brad will do if he doesn't get one in there.
Speaking of experience.
Yeah.
All right, it's on its way. A good line for these premiers.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good to there.
He's not far away. This is almost right on top of the jack.
Oh, what a bowl.
And the reason I know that, because I have a very similar bowl. And
did move the jack a little bit back towards Brad's bowl, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll get the
Still looks like it's 2.
Mr. Chalky. All right. Where is he going? Is he playing aggressive?
Yeah, I think he's playing big weight at this.
Look, worst case result, he can go down 2.
Yeah.
He can't
he's
go
going
down
backhand drive.
So let's have a look.
Yep, he's lining up for it.
Line up. Ready to go. It's on its way. Wow. Just, we can have a look at the velocity on this. So viewers, this is how he sets up. He's really gone on that side of the mat. Big backswing, running off the mat. Boom. There you go. All right, time to change the cameras to make sure at least we get a proper view.
Shane's just one end away now.
So that was a 2. From your 2 years of bowling experience in singles, you're obviously aware that you're only 3 shots away from losing or winning the game.
Yep.
Just the bowl in your hand, one at a time.
Definitely, yep. But yeah, it does probably affect what shot you're going to play and how you're going to approach it. But
yeah, sure.
But yeah, still, as long as you choose the shot you want to play and commit to that, that's all you can do.
You've sort of got to try and be defensive, but play the high percentage shots.
Another good first bowl from Shane.
Really important, you know. I don't know if he's cruising like this dancing frog, but, when you're setting up the head with your first bowl, it just takes everything off. The whole body, the shoulders, your breath, all of that, you just feel it.
Yep.
And it's instant, so it's fight like freeze fawn. And, you know what, as I said, I don't know about these two players' ability with big match experience with playing in a regional open singles. But this is for a state title, to play for the state title.
Yep.
Champion of Champions, obviously different option with clubland, but here at the Repland, whew. Green speed, probably really reckon about 14, maybe 15 at best.
Yeah, I'd say something around that, yep.
Pretty nice for bowls.
Yeah.
It looks like Brad is having to go on to his forehand. The reason he's doing that, because if he does get the trail, he's bringing it towards his bowl rather than taking it away.
Yep. Shane's bowl's sort of sticking out on that hand a little bit as well.
Yep.
Played good weight for it.
Absolutely. Shane Davis. Bowl's on its way. Representing Wisemans Park.
Oh, he's close. Gone through the gap, but that's a really good bowl, that.
Lovely bowl. Brad, a little bit more animated than Shane, throwing the head back. Once again, realising that his weight was good, but just his line.
Shane's got a chance here. If he can sit that bowl a couple of rolls, he can be holding game.
And holding game with only one bowl left. can be good night.
Yeah. Don't know if I'd a little bit of risk if he's a little bit tight and he hits the jack, but
I'll just bring you back the vision on the green because I know we can't see the head from here. So,
a
viewers,
little toucher would be good too.
he's on the backhand. Well, he can tuck it round. He could find the gap. He's got a line that's got Jack written all over it, but he doesn't want to slice it the other way. He's close.
Oh, not quite.
Good home.
Holding just the one, I think. But Brad's got to be careful here.
So Brad can play up.
Tricky situation.
He's got to land that back bowl in
Yeah.
this situation. It's
But if he ends up slicing the jack, it's game over.
Yep. But good fortune favours the brave at
Yeah,
times.
he's got to play it.
Let's see what type of shot he might be lining up with the type of weight. I don't expect him to go any more than 2 feet over. And he's not got the big backswing going. Controlled. Just basically a draw.
I like his line.
I do too. He should not cross the head with this before he gets to the bowl. He needs the jack.
Oh, what a bowl.
What an absolute belter of a bowl. He's got the toucher. He's got the funky. And then he's brought out the crowd. I don't bring out the applause for anyone. It's really a little bit challenging at times for me to bring out the dancing frog.
It's been a high-quality game.
Absolutely. Let's change that. Not surprised to see the mat coming up. And he's almost brought it up to minimum. Okay. So, viewers, you can see from the position of where we are on the left of the screen, he has brought that mat up way past the end line. I actually can't see the minimum markers on the side of the rink. And we do need to adjust the score to a one shot. What used to happen before you played bowls, Jordan, is if you won the end, you could choose whether to give the mat away.
Oh, okay, yep.
So you could have games where you had last bowl every time, and there were some big blowouts of scores.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a big advantage in rolling the jack, I believe, being a front-end player, and some versions of the game being able to just spotting the jack. But I find that extra roll gives me my weight. I get good feel.
Yep.
And Brad's taken advantage of obviously setting his length, but Shane gets last say. And so he can't do anything about what Shane does, Bradley, when Brad has not the last bowl.
Yep.
Better loop here, better direction. Nice weight. Very good bowl.
Good bowl, but it has landed jack high, so it's given Shane a bit of a chance here.
The good thing about it, though, it's behind jack.
Yeah.
So if Shane does land it, it generally shouldn't flop onto the jack. But he's not far away, just a little bit runny. How often do you see that happen, Jordan? You're leading, you put your bowl there in the lead, then obviously the driving lead.
Yeah.
Their bowl,
yeah.
and that's probably why he's put the tee on the jack on the tee, because, you know, Shane's got one in the drink.
Yep.
A little bit tight with his line, with his dream line.
Don't think he's reaching.
Those duos, you can actually see the way that they roll, the sort of velocity,
Yeah.
you know, the spin. Extra bit of feedback for you when you play. Are you a clean skin bowler or have you got a grip?
I got a grip. The Z scoop.
Okay, good. And you're bowling what okay, so you're bowling with a 5 or a 4? Or 3.5 or whatever.
3.5.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Oh, I believe we have our first winner, and it is a battle of Campbelltown. Glenn Evans and Mitch Jury, the mates. They haven't been playing very long, and we've had a winner. Glenn Evans, congratulations, 25-8 over Mitch Jury. At least Campbelltown's going to the state playoffs for the reserves. So congratulations. Oh, we've got some other results. Thank you very much. The senior men, we've got Steve 15-11 over William. In the open women, we have Diane 17 over Karen 12. And Christine has maintained her lead once she's hit there at 16-14 over Elizabeth. All right. I'll just quickly flip that there as we multitask. Apologies, viewers, that we were on the delivery mat when I was reading out those scores. A bit of a slap on the hand.
Shane's got a chance to win the game here. I'd be playing it. Bit of weight, ditch weight, try and get the jack, get the bowl.
Absolutely.
Don't know if it's 1 or 2 down, but yeah, I'd still be playing the shot for sure.
Yep. Big breath. Gets his feet ready. He's on the left side of the mat. Sends it down. He's close. A bit high, actually.
Got the bowl. Oh, got his own as well.
Oh. Okay. Viewers, I believe we have a boundary. That's a 4.
Wow. That's
I want you to watch that back and see what happened.
Yeah.
It's the Mulaney, the magician. Good effort, mate.
Wow. Did you think
I
that
didn't
was
see that coming.
an option
No.
with the weight that he played?
No. Very unlucky.
It was too quick, but he was unlucky. Wow. Wow. I'm breathless and speechless after that. I'm just getting the cameras right because I'm getting a bit carried away with what I'm seeing. Because viewers, that is all square.
Yes. 22 all.
So he had a chance to win game.
Yeah.
He gets the wrong edge, clears out his bowls, and that one stays there, and he drops a 4. All I can say is, wow-wee. And it's a better starter. The crowd has suggested a better start, Bradley. Trying to get the action on the screen.
See how Shane can come back from that.
He's tried to regroup very quickly because he's not far off.
Yeah, he's at the bar.
Well, incredible result. A bit unlucky, but he had a chance to win.
Yep.
He just wanted to
I don't
make sure
think-
we were on the green a bit longer with our stream.
Don't think he did a whole lot wrong. He was just a little bit unlucky.
Okay. Nice grouping.
Yeah, the pressure's right on now. He looks to be a bit tight.
He is. A bit rushed there too, just quietly. Didn't take a lot of time on the mat.
Brad's got a good chance to be holding game here now.
Brad not giving much away with those sunglasses. The Nepean Patriots and Wisemans, they're in doing battle for the men's open singles chance to be at the state championships.
Ooh.
When the momentum shifts, you know that happens more often than not.
He's opened up the backhand for Shane now, though.
All about energy, and he has opened it up. He's not far away.
Good line.
Just a
Oh, he's very close. Oh, jeez. Very unlucky.
But you know what got in his road? His own bowl.
Yep.
And that's where this wonderful sport of lawn bowls, particularly at this end where either player can win, it's I'm licking my lips. Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself, viewers. I do have to sort of not get at any part of the YouTube chat at the moment because it's right in front of us. Game on. He's slightly under. That rotation of that duo, XG, no damage.
What are you playing here if you're Shane? It's a tricky one.
Oh, let me have a look.
I'm probably playing big weight.
You want to land that front bowl.
Land the front bowl, hopefully onto the jack.
And if he's narrow, he
Yep.
can get his
Chances.
own edge.
Is-
But he's got to play the forehand.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
if he plays the backhand, that running surface of that Greenmaster isn't there.
Yep.
He's down game.
Yep. I'd be playing weight. Even if he gets one out, he saves the game, gives himself a chance.
I like it, Jordan. What's he going to do?
Yep.
He is.
Played weight.
Coming through.
Oh, he's...
Wow. Oh, my goodness. You know what?
Wow.
I've got to give it a cop that, but it's with a lot of hesitation because a very
He
fortunate
missed
result.
his target, but he
was in the area. Sometimes you can look at this sport and go, I can't stand it, but he was there. One shot. Oh, I've got to have a nature break, but I'm not going anywhere. Oh, wow.
Pretty good starter from Brad.
Absolutely. And once again, Brad's got me moving my cameras around. I never thought someone would be bringing the mat up so often to the minimum length and throwing the jack. He's had very good control of his delivery with this tactic. We're bringing the mat right up.
Shane's pretty close.
He's still probably 2 metres off minimum distance. Well done.
Who's going to be brave enough to play that trail it into the ditch weight sort of setup for it?
We do have a little bit of a wind, and I knew that it's picking up on our microphones. But good area. Jack.
Just doesn't want to get the gap. Oh.
If he trailed with that, he would have had a nice little tuck around. Shane Davis.
Bit dangerous playing this hand.
Correct. I've just got to... Apologies about that mistake on the scoreboard, viewers. My scoreboard is the other way around, and I have got Brad Williams on the bottom of the scoreboard. Wow, what a shot! Brilliant. He's done the business. He's got the toucher.
Oh, no mucking around from Shane. He's already...
Yep.
He's close.
He's calling it to hold.
Oh, jeez.
And that breeze again on that side, the backhand side. Wasn't far away. Let's see if we can see that replay. Don't know if it's going to... There it is. Okay. So, what does he do? Where does Brad go? He's holding game. Does he try, come through and tuck it round? But he can't because he's got his own bowl there. Or does he play into the group?
I'd probably play forehand, try and roll one of his over, or if he just sneaks in just behind the jack, it'd be a good home.
But we know that Shane is going to play with a little bit of weight again, perhaps, so maybe come around and cover.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. He is slightly narrow to come around that front bowl.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
Is he going to trail again? Okay.
Oh.
Toucher. However, there is a hole big enough there.
Yeah.
So, he's down a full count. Is he going to split it? What's he going to play? Forehand or backhand?
He's got to play weight.
He's got
I would, yeah.
Well, he can miss his front bowl on the left.
Yep.
But he looks like he's lining up on the backhand. Viewers, we could have our state representative going, but he's in the area. He's high. Needs it. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our champion. We'll put on the other one there. Well, we'll get the round of applause. And what a great game of lawn bowls. Let me get my little Showtime music. And we'll change the scoreboard. And I'll get a quick chance to say goodbye to my guest commentator, Jordan Mullaney. We'll just get the right scoreboard up. They're doing all the signing the cards and making it all official. But it is a victory to Brad Williams from the Penrith Patriots over a very gallant Shane Davis for Wiso. Thank you to our marker, the president, Doc, and Jordan Mullaney. Mate, semi-finalist. You've only been playing 2 years. You're the reserve grade state pairs champion and looking to go for the rookies. We are going to try and then switch the cameras over, but mate, thank you so much. Your reflection on your campaign. Obviously, you were wrapped with how things go. I mean, you saw the final.
Yep.
You would have held yourself accountable there. But nice to know that the champion beat you.
Yeah. That's always a good. Good to know that you're that close. And had him beat at one point, but
What was the score when you had him beat?
yeah.
Was it 19 to?
It was 19-9, I think. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to have an interesting evening tonight, just thinking nightmares. Where would I have gone? But so where are we going to see you next? The pairs here.
Yeah, next weekend the pairs at Bargo. Yeah,
Brilliant.
Sectionals, or actually I think it's knockout, but yeah.
Tell me, what do you love about the Austral Eagles? They've only
It's
been
a great
there 2
club.
years.
Yeah, they've been very welcoming. Everyone just loves bowls there. They roll up all the time. Everyone's wanting to get better, and yeah, it's a good club to be a part of.
Any trash talk for Josh when you play the club singles?
Not really, to be
How
honest.
did you go in the club singles?
I haven't. Well, I was trying to remember. No, last year I got knocked out in the first round, club singles. Yeah,
By grade 7 or something.
by no, one of our other grade 1 players. Yeah,
Good on you. Oh, well, listen, you've got a great potential. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll give him a round of applause too. Thank you to Geordie. And I'm going to just suspend commentary for a little while, but we are going to swing the cameras around to try and see the game next to us, which is the Open Women's, and we'll see you soon. But thank you for joining us. I've just got to try and mute these cameras, and we'll go from there. We'll see you soon. All right, viewers. I am trying to bring you the game adjacent on rink number 9. We have obviously finished. We have finished our game of the Open Men's, and congratulations once again to Bradley Williams. But we're looking at the Open Women's at the moment. We have Diane Laguerre from Glenbrook and Karen Coleman from Springwood, and it's a 21-14. We've already had the match finish for the reserves in the singles, and it was a Campbelltown victory to Glen Evans over Campbelltown Mitch Jury of 25-8. We are looking at the senior men's, which is another game that is extremely close, of a 15-14 with Steve Sprod over William McNeely's. And in the women's senior final, we have Christine 18 over Elizabeth 14. So all still very close. I will do my best to try and switch cameras around and keep bringing to you YouTube live sports. You better be live in it. And it will take me a little while just to swing my cameras around to get them going, but I won't manually move them. I'll just got to try and do some things.
You should talk to them. Right. You want to come and have a chat? Oh, definitely not.
My microphones pick up everything, so there is a suggestion that they do want the players to have a chat, but
That's hilarious.
a lot of people around the commentary area at the moment, and my microphones are extremely sensitive. So let's try and minimise that option. Get rid of that. All right. We have a 24-14 with Diane holding a very good position with a 10-shot difference over Karen. I'm trying to look at who owns which bowl, and I do believe that Karen has the purple bowls, and she is currently maybe holding 2, with Diane trying to draw in to reach to that bowl. She's just gone through. So we are trying to look at holding 3. Now if we go and have a look at Karen, there she is, representing Springwood. She was on the live stream yesterday. Still 3 games in play. And by the looks of things, Steve Sprod has shot out to a 21-14 lead over William McNeely from Penrith. We've got an 18-all scoreline between the senior women of Christine and Elizabeth, and a 24-14 with Karen. So I'll just have a look at the result there, and I'm going to try and put in And she's picked up a 3. So that means she's probably gone to 17. And Diane is 24. We change the camera. Great start. All righty. There is Diane. With her first attempt of 4. Now, viewers, my camera's based on rink 18, so we're trying to look at the rink across. Very good reply there from Diane. Karen with her second bowl. Wonderful scenes here at the Campbelltown Bowling Club. Thank you to Bargo Sports Club. And you're watching on YouTube Live Sports, the Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region State Championships qualifiers. Just a foot short, but maybe just out of the count. Here comes Diane. Colourful shirt. Staying down. Playing with a little bit more purpose, a little bit more spirited weight. Just missing the target. Karen with her third bowl. Karen Coleman. The bowl has managed to stay up. Diane with her third attempt of 4. Looks like she's on the backhand. She's made connection. Still one shot to Karen with a 24-17 scoreline. She still has last bowl. Karen, what can she do? That open stance looks like she's sending it down on the backhand. Thank you to Jordan Mullaney again for his support in co-commentating. And, of course, Doc Stephen, the president of the Nepean Highlanders Bowls region. Well, that might stop Diane from trying to rip that bowl out because there are 3 bowls behind. And I thought she might just modify her weight. The bowl is coming down. It'll come into shot. And yes, that significant bowls at the back, it stopped that attacking shot because she could have gone all pear-shaped. She could have had a go at reaching, but decided not to. So it's 1 to Karen. It's a 24-18 scoreline. Just trying to work out where that's gone. There it is. Karen has brought the mat up a little bit. Both ladies just a little bit through the head. Here we go. 24-18, Diane. Wonderful scenes here at the Campbelltown Bowling Club. Asking it to run the crowd. She's just a bit short, but YouTube Live Sports, you better be live in it. Matty Harris here in commentary, and it's been my great pleasure to be the voice of the Nepean Highlanders Singles Regional Championship. The qualifiers going off to the State Championship in Dubbo. Oh, Karen, we did have her on the live stream, and she's a very good draw bowler. That's the reason why she's in the Women's Open Final. She is holding 2. Karen on the springboard with 24 shots to 25 up. Not there yet. She sends it down. Looks like we do have a... No, still not a result in the senior men. Pretty good effort. Di is holding match. Karen is definitely one down. Game pressure. She's changed to her backhand. Very difficult after sending 3 on her forehand, but she is looking to try and sit that bowl. You can see the score there of 22-14. Bargo over Penrith. It looks like Steve over Billy. I do know that William holds the red bowls, and that means that Steve Sprod would be the blue. He's just sat that bowl out, and I do believe it could be 3 shots with 1 bowl to play. Billy Neely. He was on our live stream earlier this morning. He needs to draw to save. I do believe he could be 3 down, maybe only 2, but he has just left the head. The camera angles at the moment. Probably not allowing us to see it. The ball is on its way. It'll come into screen. Call is for Billy. And he's played a bomb. Wow. What a shot. 2 or 3 down. He could have been game. He's grabbed the toucher. And he's probably feeling good after that. We'll change our scoreboard. And it is 1. Oh, he's still alive. It's all happening here. had Diane victorious against Karen in the Open Women. We have a very arm wrestle, current score of 22-15. I'll get that fixed up in a moment. Of Steve 22 over Billy 15, and in the senior women, Elizabeth 21, 18 over Christine. All right, let's just try and fix up. That should fix it. Okay, now let's just change the camera so we can see what is happening up the other end. Camera 3. That's probably the best I can see. That is the state of the head. Probably 1 to Billy. Stephen sending the ball on its way. We'll try and look for our marker. It's 22-15, and you can see on the other rink, it's a 23-16. In the final stages, viewers, of the Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region State Championships, with all of the winners today going off to Dubbo to represent the Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region. You can see our combatants in the women's seniors. We'll go back to Steve from Bargo. Strutting down the green. He strikes it. Does he like it? He's not far away. Oh. What is the count? Is Steve holding 3? I'm not sure. Been a great few days here at the Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region. Matty Harris here in commentary for YouTube Live Sports. You better be live in it. Thank you to Bargo Sports Club and, of course, the Campbelltown Bowling Club. It's been my great pleasure to bring you my very first ever weekend of live streaming for YouTube Live Sports. I might get the P plates on next time, but I think I've still got a little bit to learn. Thank you to Boyd Dumbrell for trusting me with your brand, and I'm loving it. You better be loving it. Nepean Highlanders. Big bowl. Can Billy keep it alive? I don't think he sent it. There could be shaking hands. Is it 3? It is game over. Ladies and gentlemen, and it is all over. Congratulations. Well done to Steve from Bargo. He is the Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region Seniors Champion. Well done. All righty. I'm now just going to try and get my cameras to the next rink across. We'll try and zoom in a little bit. I don't know who's got what bowls, but it's a few to blue. And we'll soon find out if it is game over here. No. Still more of the Nepean Highlanders women's senior final. Now, I have no idea. I think it's Christine and Elizabeth. We'll try and change the camera just to give you a little bit of a viewpoint. Score of 20-23. I just wish I knew who was up on the top or who's down the bottom. I wonder where Heidi is. I don't think our marker over there is doing any part of the live scoring. I'm just waiting for these guys to pack up their bowls. Stephen looks like a very chirpy champion from Bargo. Harley McDonald will be very pleased with his efforts. But we can't actually see what's going on until they clear the rink. Bowls link. Don't let me down. You can have a look on the Nepean Highlanders scores on Bowls Link. I don't actually recognise the Windsor or the Kingswood Patriots. Michael Anderson's asking, Jess McKenzie, where have you been? A couple of popular wins there from Michael Anderson and 6-7 on you, Brad. And yes, Rosemary, I do like the frog in a suit. So let's get back to what's going on. Very close. I'm going to assume that Christine is on 20 and Elizabeth is on 23. Just to help with the scoreboard there on our live stream. But I'm not exactly sure. I don't even know what type of bowls the ladies are using. But this is my fourth game of the finals, trying to stream it. And we do know that the holder of the red bowl is not holding shot. Blue bowl's on its way. Good weight. Fortunate result. Didn't impact to bring in a second shot, though. The blue bowl is holding one shot. And as you can see, with no vision of the red bowl, come down and have a look at the head. And she's done this pretty much through the whole weekend, taking her time, seeing what's happened. I'm hoping to try and grab the attention of one of our committee members I'm just going to... So it's Elizabeth. On the mat. Taking her time. She has I believe, a 3-shot buffer. But we'll soon find out after this. I think she's one down at the moment. The bowl is on its way. Apologies about the angles. Anything can happen with this weight. Oh, I do believe she has knocked her opponent's bowl in. And there is only one. Just making sure. Oh, it's an umpire's call. Okay. Elizabeth is from Windsor. I'm sorry. Christine is from Windsor and Elizabeth is from Kingswood. The Nepean Highlanders senior women's singles here on beautiful Sunday, July 13, here at the Campbelltown Bowling Club. It's been a sensational few days. Great championships. And we wish all of our winners all the best at Dubbo for the state championships later on in the season. While this measure is going on, we'll try and bring a bit of music to dance to. Welcome to the stream, YouTube Live Sports. You better be living it. Matty Harris here in commentary, and it's been great to be here at the Nepean Highlanders Bowls region. And the result of the measure, we don't have our marker with the paddles. And we'll soon see when the score goes up. But it must have been 1 to the red bowl. So I do believe that Elizabeth could be on the springboard again. 24-20. We'll just double check. When the marker puts up the score. And that was 1 to Elizabeth. I can tell you from where I was sitting, it didn't look like that. (24-20). Elizabeth Miller from Kingswood. And Christine Norcatus from Windsor. Still in the game, both in the 20s. But I tell you, Elizabeth Miller from Kingswood has been a picture of concentration. Currently holding 1 shot. Thank you to our marker. And she's got another one in there, but she only needs one. That's the crowd at the moment. There the ladies are. Bit of a longer version. The bowl is on its way from Christine. Time is just on 3:05, so the green is slowing down, but not by a hell of a lot. Three bowls. Elizabeth can do it with this end. Christine. Needs the final bowl. To stay in the match. Could be exhausted after playing a couple of games over the weekend. Here comes Elizabeth from Kingswood Bowling Club. Sends the bowl on its way. She's chosen to stay down this end. She only needs one. She is holding four. If this came in, no, only three. Big bowl. She sends it on its way. Has she been able to get the bowl into the head? It's coming into vision. It needs a bit more running. It's there. Oh, I believe she's got the shot. But I don't know about that back bowl. It's too hard to tell. It's a measure. Is it game over or is it another end? Well done, Nepean Highlanders. Well, there you go. She's taken two out. They're measuring for three. Is it three shots? Talk about the angles. I believe it's a three. She's done very well. I can't believe that she's picked that up. It's game on again. We're back. Viewers, it was a three. You can see what I'm trying to see. I need my eyes checked. Well, there we go. Christine is on the mat. She's picked up a three. She can also win the game. From where I'm seated, it's very hard for me to actually see the bowls live. I'm actually reading it from a monitor. Could this be our final end? Elizabeth from Kingswood, 24. Christine from Windsor, 23. This is to determine the senior women's state champion to go off to the playoffs, representing the Nepean Highlanders. Regional championships. Green is slowing down. Christine sending the ball on its way. It's coming into shot now. She needs 2. She is holding 2 to the blue bowl. Elizabeth Miller from Kingswood Bowling Club. Lines it up, sending it down on the forehand. Bowl's on its way. Coming down. Is she reaching? And, oh, I don't know if she'd win the measure. I do believe that Christine is holding 1 at the moment. She needs 2 to win. Bowl is on its way. Using 3 cameras to try and pick it all up for you. Crash. Third bowl. Elizabeth Miller is trying to talk to the marker. The marker's having a good look. You believe she is 1 down. It's only 1. Are we going to see 24 all? It'd be an absolute crowd pleaser if we did. Not so much for the combatants of Christine and Elizabeth putting on a show. You better be live in it. YouTube Live Sports. How's she done? She's not there. She has 1 to play, as does Christine from Windsor. She's holding 1. She could draw another one to put the pressure on Elizabeth to draw to save the game. Oh, I think we've saved our best till last, viewers. The Nepean Highlanders bowls region. The bowl's coming in. That is second shot. Here we go. She's down match. Elizabeth Miller from Kingswood. She's on the forehand. Christine's holding her breath. The bowl's on its way. It's got the running speed. Is it in there? She's got to beat those front ones. I don't know. It could be a measure. We could be going 24 all. Go the senior women's. How good is lawn bowls, Nepean Highlanders? I think she thinks it's the shot. We could be 24 all. Call the umpire. Doc's calling game. $24 all. Oh, wow. Let's have a look. Is it? It's close. Wow. The crowd have got what they wanted. They're applauding. Well, how good is lawn bowls? We got the dancing frog. The crowd has got what they wanted. Final end. No tiebreaker. It's 24 all. And in the senior women's final, who's going to represent the Nepean Highlanders at the state championships? Well, here we go. The jack has been delivered. Well done. The L plates are on. We're ready. The jack has been spotted. The bowl's on its way. And that is a great opening bowl. Wow. She has just sent that down and just said, Elizabeth, what can you do? She just said, cop that. All righty. Elizabeth has sent the bowl on its way. It's travelling. Where is it going to rest? Oh, she's just missed it. She's had a little dig at it. And viewers, she's just missed. Here it comes. Christine from Windsor has put the absolute sensational starter only a foot away. And maybe she's gone for cover. I'm not sure. What a ding-dong battle here. The Nepean Highlanders bowls region women's senior singles. Hopefully these clubs are streaming the live stream. You better be live in it. YouTube Live Sports. The ball's on its way. Pressure. Christine. It is close. Oh my goodness. We got a toucher. Incredible. We got the dancing frog saying, cop that. Oh my goodness. What can Christine Nokaitis do from Windsor? What a bowl. I'd like to say the senior women's have got all this experience, but they might not have been playing bowls for very long. The bowler's on its way. Her penultimate bowl, which is the second final bowl. She is close. Let's bring it through. Oh, she's rocked her bowl. But the toucher from Elizabeth. Let's see what she can do. No one's moved. No one's got a home to go to. Campbelltown Bowling Club. Thank you to Bargo Sports Club. The senior women of bringing the A game. The bowl's on its way. I apologise about the camera angles, but I'm 4 rinks across. Great work here, YouTube Live Sports. You better be live in it. Okay, has she put in a blocker? I'm not sure. But you can see from the vision that Christine has gone up to the head. A close look. The magic fingers are out. We could have a measure to see who wins this. The marker hasn't given us any indication. Who's got the shot? Who's holding? We don't know either. The magic fingers. Thank goodness I don't have to have a nature break. We'll have to go closer in to try and see who's holding. With 1 bowl each to play. Christine has sent it. She's representing the Windsor Bowling Club. It's close. Oh, she's drawn the shot. What an absolute cracker. And of course, Elizabeth doing the walk. You got to bring the dancing frog of cop that. Pressure, all to play. That is the shot. So what does she do? She's going to have to try and play with a little bit of positive weight to try and disturb those 2 bowls. It is game over at the moment. Oh, she's doing the shoelace up. I don't know if she's trying to milk the clock. No one's left. Talk about getting maximum exposure. The problem is on her backhand, her shoot bowl's in the road, so it's got to be forehand. But I don't know. She's got to get onto that front one. That's what it's looking like it's a 3/4 length. Oh, that's all she got. Let's see what sort of pace she sends it down. She's got to reach. She's got to give it a chance. Oh, these cameras are very sensitive. The senior women's final. It comes down to the final bowl to see who will represent this wonderful region, Nepean Highlanders, at the state championships in Dubbo. All Christine can do from Windsor is look on. The head is down. The marker's sort of leaning one way. It'll come into vision at the moment. Reaching something. Oh, so unlucky. All over Red Rover. We have had a cracking game to finish off the Nepean Highlander Bowls region state singles championship qualifier. Talk about overtime. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my great pleasure to bring to you these wonderful championships. YouTube Live Sports, you better be live in it. Congratulations to Christine Nokaitis from Windsor. Coming from behind, Elizabeth Miller from Kingswood. Had game, set, but it wasn't match. There you go. We'll see you again. Check your local guides, everybody. It's been terrific. Here from the Campbelltown Bowling Club. Thank you to Bargo Sports Club. YouTube Live Sports. You better be live in it. Check our schedule, and we'll see you soon.